Let's begin with you, Cabinet Secretary Moses Kuria, as far as the cost of living is concerned, because this was one of the biggest promises that was made by the campaign of William Ruto before he became president. In fact, the promise was that that would be one of the issues to be focused on. There has been a bit of change, but not necessarily where people would want to see it, especially if you talk about the cost of fuel and cost of food and other commodities. What would be your response in terms of the action, and what should Kenyans wait to see happening in the coming months?
I like this question, Sam, but I wish your figures are factual. And you know, you pride yourself that your TV is the most watched in the country. So don't forget there's somebody who is watching you from a supermarket. So be careful. When you
what is the figure that you have a question about?
Let's take cooking oil, for example.
Right.
It's much lower than what you project there, and Kenyans know that. Yes, you've said correctly that the price has come down, but it's not even to the level you have said. It is by 50% since we came to government.
So our figure is an estimate of 340.
No, it's much lower than that.
What is your figure?
It's much lower than that. It's in the region of 230, 240 shillings.
230 shillings a litre of?
Yeah, a litre of edible oil. And I'm sure there are some Kenyans who are watching you from a supermarket. So, everyone can be entitled to their own opinion, but not everyone can be entitled to their own facts. Facts are universal. I want us to also look at the issue of sugar. Ask you, maybe before this program is over, make some few calls. I suggest you call some supermarkets here in Nairobi, up country, in the shops.
So at the moment, we're giving a range of between 420 shillings to 500 shillings plus for a 2-kilogram pack of sugar.
2-kilogram pack.
What is the price according to you?
Well, I'm just saying, let us reconfirm that. I know for sure that edible oil is much, much lower than that. But anyway, I digress. I'm just asking you, because I've seen you inciting Kenyans.
No.
I've seen you inciting Kenyans by the panel.
If indeed you question the figures,
I've seen, let me just put it this way.
It is good for you to give us
the problem with you, and that is why you are Azimio roast. That's why you are Azimio roast.
That is what you're talking about here.
Sam, let's put it this way. I laugh. You never learn. You never learn. The same way you are falsifying facts last year with your Azimio is the same way you are falsifying it now. The same way you had skewed panels during that time is the same way you have skewed panel now. The same way you are using fake opinion polls that time that tell you that Azimio was winning is what I've seen in that panel now. Anyway, let's get back to the facts. Let me start with fuel. Now, on the issue of fuel, we have something called PDL, Petroleum Development Levy. The purpose of this PDL is what we call making hay when the sun shines. That let me accumulate some money as a buffer so that when the global dynamics are not in my favor, then I can be able to use that to cushion the consumer. That money was deducted from the consumer. Where did you want it to go? The right thing is, after you accumulate it, you tell them, Mr. Consumer, Mr. Motorist, Mr. Passenger, I have now accumulated so much money because you are the one who gave me this money. It is only right and fair that I give this money back to you. So then you guys go all over saying it's a subsidy. It is not a subsidy. This money, we saved it from every liter of petrol to go to some kitty as a safeguard so that now when the situation is not very favorable, we don't have our own crude oil, we don't produce oil, then that goes back there. But you know what? What worries me is that when I talk to the actual people, and I think Dean Denyoro has mentioned this, when I talked to the people who voted for us, overwhelmingly, how come they get this more than you guys who claim to be educated? How come these farmers, I was in Transo here last week, how come these farmers get it? How come they are telling me they are taking selfies in their maize plantations? They are actual people who voted for us. But because of snake oil salesmen in Royal Media and in all these other places, you continue getting, I have never seen, I've never seen people who are more consistent than Royal Media. You are consistent at getting it wrong.
Just hold on. We're just starting the conversation, and it would be important that we focus on facts. We are bringing you the figures as we know them from our research. CS Kuria has his figures from Ruiru and others. Let's go to Eldoret to listen to John Wanyama to give us the real figures live from Eldoret in a supermarket. Wanyama.
Thank you very much. We are at Naivas Supermarket, Sam, and clearly, as we have seen here, the prices of different types of cooking oil here, like this one, Ufuta, they are selling at Naivas at 347. If you come here, this is Salit oil, cooking oil. This is going at 325 shillings, and here Golden Fry, it's going at 355 shillings. Just to sample out quickly, we have here Top Fry, which is going at 307. Clearly an indicator that really the cooking oil has gone up in their prices since maybe in the few years or few months ago. Those whom we have talked to, they are saying it has gone up to maybe 3 times of what they used to buy. That is what we have found here at Naivas Supermarket. Sam.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much, John Wanyama. I see Waziri Nakhumicha, you're perturbed by the figures saying on this.
You have it on your board.
That is 450, September 2022.
It was 450.
Yes.
Right now, the figures that he's reading, the list that he has talked about is 307.
And that's 5 liters.
No, Waziri, he has given a range. There are different brands. Some are 347, others are 325.
Yes.
We've given there an estimate
per liter or per
of
5 liters?
Per liter, 1 liter.
Yes.
September 2022, a liter of 340 shillings. Totally.
We will be patient with you. Just go now to Roiro.
That's not
Go to Roiro.
Yes.
Set a crew there. We are here for 2 hours. What's the hurry for? So you're here for 2 hours. So when the Roiro.
Okay.
Ama wende nini?
Why should we go to Ruiru? There is a
Ama tutoke kwanza tukuchukue OP.